Thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening. Oh shit. I'm finna do something I don't normally do. And say again. Oh shit. You here with the Velvet Vibes podcast. It's not no regular podcast.
Here we go.
It happened every time.
You finna get me. You finna get me again.
Scorp, what kind of podcast is this?
Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me sip this right quick. I'm glad you caught that cue right there before I had the drink in my hand already.
If y'all wonder what's going on, every time I ask him what kind of podcast is this, he always have his cup of 500 turned upside down.
Always. He got me this time, you know. He caught that cue.
What kind of podcast is this?
Oh, boy. You already know who it is. The one and only Velvet Vibes of all podcasts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it like this. We the number one. We are. I'm going to say that again for the people from around the world who didn't listen.
And they might be in the back row.
I'm going to say it with aggression. This time. Because we are the number one motherfucking podcast of all motherfucking podcasts in the motherfucking world.
On your bitch ass.
Oh my god.
Just like that, Craig. But if you wonder who you heard in the background saying, oh my god, that's right. She in the building, Lynneopoly. Go ahead and put your hands together. Clap your hands, clap your feet, because she up in this thing. Talk about it, Lynneopoly.
Clap. Clap your hands. Hey.
Clap. Everybody clap your hands.
I'm not with you.
I'm very drunk. I'm trying to clap your hands.
I have to decide if I want to be a penguin today. Talk about it, Lynneopoly. Who need a shout out from you?
Everybody. Everybody. Yeah.
So shout out to, if you a human, shout out to you. If you're not human, shout out to you based on Lynneopoly's theories. You feeling good, Lynneopoly?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh, she feeling good, so that let me know she ready to talk some motherfucking shit today. We got people to entertain, we got people that's listening, we got people want to hear what the fuck we think about what the fuck been going on. Scorp Huncho, talk about it. How you feeling? Oh, go ahead, Lynneopoly. You look like you already got some shit to
I'm
say.
sorry, I did want to shout out somebody real quick.
Go for it.
I want to shout out everybody that gave the thumbs down to that. I know we're going to get into this, but all those that gave a thumbs down to the Breakfast Club interview with YOBA on it. Shout out to y'all.
Y'all, if y'all don't mean skip to 45 minutes into the episode. We gonna get to that. But we got some other things to discuss.
Oh yeah, if y'all don't mind, we might have to have a special guest call to get their thoughts on that episode as well.
Oh yeah,
the interview as well. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, you already know who it is. Mr. Four Seasons of Barbecue. That's what you want to do.
Hey.
Scorp Huncho is in the building as always. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to my Velvet Vibes family. You know, if it weren't for Velvet Vibes, y'all wouldn't know who Scorp Huncho is. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to, hold on.
Oh, he pulled out the Holy Bible real quick. He got a scroll over here.
I'm going to say
Check his Pine Pilot.
the artist formerly known as the Cookie Lady. Now she don't go by the Cookie Lady anymore.
She a symbol.
You know what I'm saying? We had a discussion. She hit me up. So I had to change that name.
Reached out to you.
She reached out to me. I got to go by Mama Sharon. Or you can go by the HMIC, the head mama in charge.
Oh, my God.
That does sound like something she would say. I know this is accurate. Oh, man. She gave a double shout out for that.
You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to Amy. You know what I'm saying? That's my lady. You know, we've been hanging in there, going on a year in this relationship. So
well, it's time to get a little bottle of champagne.
it's already.
Or a bottle of 500.
500. We're going to do a bottle of 500. I don't know what flavor, but it's going to be a bottle of 500.
Yeah, twinkle your toes in the sand.
Give a shout out to Shatara, Stacy. Give a shout out to the little ones across the board. You know, give a shout out to all the listeners from the San Antonio area all the way around the world. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody. It's too many to name.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, give a shout out to, like I said, everybody who all listening. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be no Velvet Vibe podcast.
Don't put tears in my eyes.
So we thank each and every one of y'all. If y'all not joining the group, I don't know what y'all doing. People, I don't know what y'all doing. If you in the group, I'm putting it like this. I challenge every member in the group. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
But I challenge everybody to at least add 2 members.
Oh, damn.
Two people.
Right
Two
now.
people.
Right now.
2 people.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell them 2 people to add 2 more people.
And look to your neighbor and tell what you tell your neighbor.
You look to your neighbor and say, neighbor, get somebody in the group.
Get somebody in the group.
Showing that vibes, because they be barbecuing over there. We is not meal doing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yahtzee.
Just like that. So some tell me it's going to be a good episode already. Make sure y'all grab yourself some merch. Make sure you, if you're loving the Velvet Vibes podcast, make sure you join the Patreon. Hit Patreon and make yourself a pledge. Show us that you really want to show that support. We with it. Shout outs from me. I got to give a shout out to Andrew. Enoch says, shout out to Cito. Shout out to LT Gray, the also formerly known as Ace Dollar. So it's been a lot of Prince type of action going on. Ace Dollar is going by LT Gray. His hit single Time Bomb. You might want to hit SoundCloud. You might want to hit our link tree on Instagram to get a hold of his track and show that support. I see people loving it. Goodfella QP, the head mama in charge. And last shout out, I do want to give a shout out to homeless people having sex. I did see this today live.
I see a meme.
And he tried to record it too.
I didn't report it
yourself.
I tried. Did you say report or record?
Record.
Oh yeah. I did try to record it. I did try to record it, but then I thought some homeless people got guns now, and I didn't want to get popped while they trying to get popped. So and trying to get hanging out at a local 7-Eleven. Look behind the car wash. I wonder why this gentleman's head was tilted back, and only to see a young lady laying on his lap. She was wondering if that milkshake could bring him to the yard, and it definitely brought him to the yard. So shout out for homeless people. Y'all got to get it in too.
How they doing it? It's 100 degrees out here.
Hey, you ain't where you fit in.
What did the hot boys say back in the 90s?
Get in where you fit in. Hey, as long as you ain't got nobody watching, get you that good hiding spot. It's on the pop.
Car wash living. That's working at the car wash. Is that what that's about?
No, they were working at the car wash.
Yeah.
She was working something at that car wash.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to 500 Vodka. I'm gonna let y'all
gonna have to do your own sound. I can't make it through this episode.
Yeah, this gonna be a rough episode.
I see.
Especially,
I know this call's coming.
Oh yeah. We got this call coming through. I can't wait to hear what we're gonna hear about that, and we're gonna respond too. Shout out to 500 Vodka. I'm gonna drop this ad here for you real quick so you can know what you need to know about 500 Vodka, why we sip it, why we talk about it so much, and this is why.
Okay, you got the Velvet Juggernaut here, and you may wonder what's in my cup. You know exactly what it is. You can't vibe if you're not drinking 500 Vodka. Why, you ask? Great question. 500 Vodka is gluten-free, corn-based, offers 3 outstanding flavors unmatched in the market today, with super ultra premium neutral and combo flavored vodkas, coconut, pineapple, and strawberry lime. So look, drink sexy, drink responsibly, and drink 500 Vodka. Now, let's get on to the show.
It's like you heard right there. What you want to do, you want to make sure you drink sexy. You want to make sure that you drink responsibly. You definitely want to make sure that you drink 500 Vodka. If you're in the San Antonio area, make sure to get your ass up and go to your local Total Wine. If you're in the Austin area, do the same thing. Grab yourself a bottle. As you heard, it comes in 3 flavors that'll change your damn life.
Oh, yeah. Last but not least.
Talk about it.
I want to thank everybody, that hit me up. Said they're praying for my mom. She doing a whole lot better now. She just texted me right before we recorded. And she got a cast today. So, and she rocking that velvet vibes color on that cast too.
Yeah, I saw the photograph.
Yeah,
I like that.
She rocking the velvet vibes. I told her, you tell everybody what that color mean. You say that's my son and his crew.
Mm-hmm. The posse.
The posse. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
VVP.
That's the VVP, the Velvet Vibe Podcast.
Yes.
Just like that. Just before, like I said, we're going to get to everything that I know y'all sitting on the edge of y'all seat wondering what we think.
Pause it, Velvet.
Go for it.
You forgot to shout out pineapples.
Ooh, super shout out to Pineapples. And no, I'm not talking about Kevin Hart.
I missed that interview.
Pretty good interview. We got more dropping. First video has dropped from Mr. King Tonio, Mr. Pineapples. His album coming soon called Pineapples. He's got a single titled Pineapples. What? And once again, I said we're not talking about Kevin Hart, but I do want to say Pineapples. But you will like it. I know Kevin Hart said I don't like it. You gonna like it. Pineapples. He let me hear some exclusive shit. Some hot shit that ain't unreleased shit. So once it dropped, trust and believe, I can already vouch for it just based off what I've experienced and what we've discussed. More of the interview dropping here soon. Make sure to check out part 1 of a part 5-part series on our YouTube channel. With that being said, Mr. King Tonio's got his shout out. Everybody got their shout outs. I do want to discuss the top 5 comments. Baby. With that being said, let's get right into this.
Baby, top 5 comments, baby. Got the top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Yeah. Oh. Top 5 comments, baby. Oh yeah. Hey. Baby. Oh yeah. Hey.
Top 5 comments. Number 5. I'm not sure. Forgive me if I slaughter anybody's names, even though I see these names quite frequently. But number 5. I don't know if it's Michaela. I've known people with that name, or Michaela. But Michaela Dotson. We were discussing.
You know it's Michaela.
It's Michaela?
What type of Michaela?
No, I know somebody named Michaela.
Was it a girl?
Yeah, it was a chick. Her name was spelled just like Michael. It had A at the end, and that's how her was spelled. And her name was Michaela. So, yeah, she went to school with us.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only person I knew like that. So I would assume it's Michaela. So we'll just go with Michaela Dotson. Either way, you know what your name is. There was a post in the group. It had Jason from Friday the 13th. It had Chucky. Had Freddy Krueger. All of them was watching TV. And they all looked like they were terrified of what they were watching. The post that we had in the group said, what do you think they're watching if the Chainsaw Massacre, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, if they're all afraid? What do you think they're watching? What would you think they're watching, Lynneopoly?
I don't know.
You don't know what would scare them, right?
Wait, what they're watching, like, on TV?
Yeah. If Jason from Friday the 13th, if he's watching TV and he's afraid of what he's watching, Freddy Krueger, he's afraid.
They watching the Joe Budden podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, the shot has been fired.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle a little hate real quick.
I've been hearing them calling their podcast the JBP podcast.
Yes, what? And they said they got the vibes.
Yeah, and they play a little music. Then they said it's the JBP. So,
yeah.
Joe Budden hate now, huh? All right, Joe Budden.
Pump it up.
Yeah, we might have reaching a little further. Y'all know it's about VVP. Anyway, the hate has been sprinkled and seasoned over these ribs. Michaela Dotson has said that she believes these horror characters, what they're watching, it's her kids.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. I didn't see this coming. My goodness.
Oh, my gosh. All I'm going to say is everyone has their own techniques of being a parent.
Oh, my gosh.
I hope nobody's kids are bad enough to concern or be alarming to Freddy Krueger. Yeah,
and Jason.
Yeah. If they like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. But then again, it might be a good thing, because if they come in a situation like that, they like, look, you don't want no smoke with us. I don't know how many kids you got. Shout out to the children. You don't want no smoke with them kids. Freddy, don't try it. Jason, don't try it. Michael Myers, don't try it.
I have a quick question, though.
Talk about it.
Since we all have kids, what age do you let your kid watch, like, scary movies, scary shows? Like, legit scary, not just, like, not Paranorman and stuff like that, like Chucky.
Yeah, actual.
Yeah.
I think probably 4. Like
4?
4 or 5.
They can watch Chucky?
Yeah.
By themselves?
No, with you.
Yeah, I think my son was probably about 5. And I showed him Freddy Krueger was the first one where we started. Then we started getting to the, old It and the other stuff like that.
Man.
I don't remember watching no scary movies.
When did you start?
Or when would you watch it? Like, is there a certain age, or you're like, it doesn't matter?
I know she had seen The Quiet Room.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
She was scared of it.
Have you seen that? Why does that sound familiar?
Isn't that that movie?
Was it A Quiet Place?
A Quiet Place?
Yeah. It was something like that.
When they couldn't make noise, right?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
She watched it. Yeah, it was scary to her.
Yeah, that's still yeah. For that age, that still is pretty scary.
Yeah, that's pretty. How far are you thinking?
Oh wow, I probably started young too.
What? I would say 8 or so. That they can watch, like, Candyman and stuff like that. Chucky. Like the actual,
Shoot, my brother got Baby.
Right, the actual Chucky.
Yeah.
Not this fake Chucky they got out there.
My brother is in college, and I think he said he haven't watched a horror movie yet.
What?
You know how the young ones get Baby.
Oh, Candyman.
Shoot, Mama put us through it. she let him ride.
Yeah, when I was, I think, 5 or something.
I was watching Hellraiser.
Yeah, I watched It, Chucky, Candyman. I was watching everything, man.
Maybe I messed around and raised my son on the old methods.
Wild method.
Yeah. You said 8?
Yeah.
You 8? Yeah, I think 8 ain't bad. Number 4 on these comments. A young lady named Jin that you might have seen in the group. We had a question that, and if y'all wondering about these top 5 comments, if you're a first time listener, these are the top 5 comments from our Facebook group. Don't hesitate to join the Facebook group, Velvet Vibes Podcast. Easy to find. When you come in the group, you're going to feel welcome. We're going to have some laughs, and you're going to hear some of this crazy shit that we talk about here. Jin, we asked, if you, with your current bank account, what trip could you go to if you want to go on a trip. Now, Jinjin said, and this is an African American, this is not a Japanese person when you hear this name, Jinjin.
Oh my god. My god.
What is it? Yahtzee. Where can you go with your current account? She said she can go back to the dashboard of the accounts of the app. You know when you're looking at your bank account on the app? She said where she can go with her, how much money's on her account, she can just press the dashboard button.
The back button?
Yeah, the back button to get.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's data though.
Yeah.
So,
that costs too much.
That's gonna cost you too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's that comment.
What are these answers?
That comment fucked me up. It was hard reading this shit. Shout out to Jinjin. We know the struggle. I did eat my oven roasted ham and cheese sandwich today.
Man.
But I gotta say it was good, and I
Mine. Actually, I go to my office, my lease office.
Yo, that's what you can get. I forgot what I
can't
put.
even make it out the gate.
Shoot, somebody had put on there. They
Me
said,
neither, though.
They said I can go to a famous land called Across the Street Shia.
Oh my gosh.
Number 3. Oh, we asked this question in a group. What career needs more respect? Mm-hmm. A gentleman by the name of James Boogie.
Oh, this guy.
You know this can be good. James Boogie goes on to say, what career needs more respect? Sorcerers.
What?
And he also says strippers need more respect.
I seen that too.
They ain't even.
I bust out laugh when I seen strippers. I'm like, what in the hell? Strippers.
Oh boy. I'm tripping off sorcerers. I'm like, boy, you want to make sure you cover all the the sorcerers, the damn warlocks. They all right?
Wait, do sorcerers even exist?
Yeah.
What's a sorcerer?
Like, you know, when you go way out in the woods and they be like,
well, you may not want to do that. You may have just did something.
Oh shit. Scorp just changed into a chicken. We sorry if you hear a baka baka sound. Can you turn back? He in a sunken place right now. Can you stir your teacup, Lynneopoly? Stir your teacup. You back, Scorp? Alright, he back. Well, I was sitting right here by Popeye's chicken sandwich. My boy turned the foghorn leghorn up there. He back. We just gonna move right on. Man, look. Okay, this what? This kind of got me going. Now we said, how can you tell? This is a number 2 comment. How can you tell that your woman had sex with somebody else? This one I want to make sure to read verbatim. Because, you know, some people be saying, oh, it feel different and etc. This gentleman, he says, a gentleman by the name of Ryan Bass. He said, I definitely can tell. It's just a gut feeling. And it don't tell me wrong. He said his gut feeling won't tell him wrong. I just pick up on a vibe and an energy. Now, Mr. Bass, I will say, I kind of see where you're going with this. Like,
I'm glad I see that comment. I didn't know he commented in the group.
Yeah, he didn't. I know you could feel some kind of vibe that maybe she'd have refused to pull her pants down with you from time to time. But as far as we gotta cut this shit out. All this energy stuff. I could feel the energy. I could feel the vibe. Let's talk like this. I don't want to be aggressive, but I'm gonna talk aggressive. When we pull our pants down and you put your penis in the vagina, how do you know that she been with somebody else? It's not a vibe inside of her vagina. It's not that's a different conversation. It was an energy in there. It's not a Hadouken or nothing like that, or some kind of energy powers and stuff. How can you tell? Some people, can you tell, Scorp?
I did in the past.
It started feeling like,
how can you tell? Like, did y'all confirm the tell, or you just said I can tell?
He ain't wrong because it's an opinion, but I think it's a wild opinion.
Personally, I can say how I would tell was how she act. You know,
When you put it in?
No, it ain't even gotta be that. I can just see how she act even before that even come to perspective. You know, but simply because most women, I ain't gonna say all women, I ain't gonna do the percentage no more.
Getting pissed off. You must got some feedback in your email.
Some hate mail.
Yeah, the hate mail coming through.
But most women, you know what I'm saying, they act different. They try to act the same, but if you been around somebody for a very long time, you know.
Yeah.
How they, you know, you ain't gotta sit there and think. You can just see how that person act. With me personally, I've been around this person for so long, and I can tell because, you know, how she act around with me, just me personally. Then when she get around a certain round of people, she act different. Especially with the person that she messed around with.
And did you pull out a seat and have a conversation?
I didn't have to say nothing. She just came on out and told it, which I had already.
You already had it. Okay.
So
broke down. Shoot, I think to me, like if you be with a woman and they mess with somebody else, it feel like club sex. Like once you when you hit it Monday, it feel like, you know, making love with your woman. And you hit it next Monday, the weekend pass or something like that, and they probably went elsewhere. It's feel, you know, like when you have club sex, how it feel. Like it feel how it feel.
Club sex? You mean after club sex?
Yeah, like after the club,
okay.
It feel like that while you doing it. Then you be like, hold on, you feel random. You don't feel like my girlfriend. You feel just like you were walking down the street, taking out the trash. And they said, hey, excuse me, sir. I'm ready to have sex. Oh, you want to have sex with me? Come on. And then it start feeling like that, like some kind of random sex while you doing it. And then afterwards, you be like, I already know. And I've been right on this before because the times that it's happened, I've called it. And like you said, the confession come or I end up just busting that ass on. Like, I already know what's up because it feel like club sex. It don't feel regular. I guess the question don't pertain to Lynneopoly, but if does the Peter,
if it was the opposite way, how would you know?
Does it get more crooked or
more crooked? So I mean, it is crooked.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Do it pull out like a lightning bolt?
What?
Or it's the vibes and the energy, like this Mr. Bass.
That I don't know. As far as I know, I haven't been cheated on, but I don't know. I don't know.
I would assume our Peters would be the same anyway. I wouldn't know this, but I just would assume. I know they feel different.
No, you got some out here they want to act like, what's the name? Yvette.
Smelling that stuff.
Oh yeah.
You got somebody that want to do that.
They live a magical lifestyle.
They want to smell it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they want to go and get the scented shit. Now, number one comment.
That should be an air freshener. Would y'all have that as an air freshener?
What? Penis air freshener, vagina air freshener.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I would.
Look,
Would you?
hell no.
What about vagina scented candle?
That's a definitely no.
But
To me, you giving yourself away. Just like, you know, just like we used to say back at home. You know, we got this thing we say back at home. You got a cheating soap. You know, this type of soap you use, you know, you've been fucking around.
with black soap.
No, Irish Spring.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead serious.
That's a cheating soap.
That's the cheating soap. That's what we call back at home.
Everybody go check in your bathroom. Look on the edge of the tub.
Don't everybody that I hang around with, we don't use no Irish Spring unless you done doing some stuff you ain't got no business doing.
Damn.
Oh my God, you gotta get super fresh.
Damn.
You gotta smell like pine trees and stuff.
Look.
Be like I was outside.
Sorry, all y'all listeners. I know I heard a sound right now. It went bloop bloop. What I can hear right through your earbuds.
You went to go check?
No, they just throw the soap in the garbage. And I heard you cranking up your car and try to transfer the podcast on Bluetooth into the car right now. Because you on your way to the local Walmart or Dollar Tree so you can get a different soap. Irish Spring has been proven by Scorp Huncho for special purposes.
Hey, I haven't used it. I'm finna clear it up right now.
I'm about to start setting people up.
Just dropping Irish Spring.
Yeah.
I have not used it.
Hey.
I'm going to start going to people's houses, leaving Irish Spring.
Yeah, at the door. February the 14th. Irish Spring and a note.
Yeah.
Put you know what the fuck going on. Oh my goodness.
Like dropping it in back seats and stuff.
Oh,
That's
shit.
messed up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dang, Irish Spring. Y'all, I don't know what y'all's theme is, but for y'all to get this kind of name, and Scorp said he ain't even made this up. He heard this in the streets. Yeah. So this is the name. This what they got going on in the streets with Irish Spring.
Speaking of Irish Spring, though, did y'all know Yachty has a body wash or a scent? Ooh, Little Yachty.
Would you take a bath with Little Yachty soap? Scorp. How you gonna be a part of QC if you don't want to take a bath with
I just wanted to give him a shout out real quick that he's still out here making moves.
You wrong for it.
Lil boat.
You wrong for it.
Lil boat. Oh my goodness.
I wonder why he would make a body wash for dudes though. Like wouldn't you as a dude, like y'all, wouldn't y'all make a body wash for us? Or would you make a body wash for y'all?
No, what you think, Scorp?
I'll do for the women.
That's what you would think. Like you washing your body with your...
Well, hold on. It's not pieces of a dude coming out the bottle.
But that's what... You wouldn't think about that when you in the shower and Yachty's on your bottle?
Hold on. First off, I got the Yachty soap.
And then you washing certain parts and you like, Yachty?
That's probably why
he on the bottle while you wash.
You been there, little boat.
Yeah. Look, you can't say little boat while you...
Right there.
You can't say little boat while you naked. It ain't about the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. Little boat. No, I don't know. That kind of sound weird because...
probably been this playing this peekaboo song.
Yeah. I take a bath like peekaboo. No, but then again, when dudes make cologne, it always be like Diddy cologne. Women always make perfume for women. True. So,
but that's you smelling like Diddy. But a body wash, like to me, that's like personal.
Man, I don't even throw my soap in the garbage after this episode.
Because honestly, I don't even know like a female that has a body wash, and I don't know how I would feel if Beyonce's on my body wash.
Hold on,
the beehive.
You know what I mean? Like, how would I feel seeing her like?
You know what's so funny? Last time I opened my bottle, it said cold like Minnesota. As soon as
oh my god! So you using the Yachty?
Yeah, I got the Yachty soap.
That's why you got your hair like that.
Where you purchasing this soap?
You hear what she said?
I heard.
Look, I'm gonna dye my shit red. No,
what? Okay.
Play with that soap like peekaboo.
Yeah.
Play with that soap like peekaboo. Peekaboo.
No, man, it's just I just was like, oh, let's see what this do. I ain't gonna lie, no diss to the soap. It's alright. It's
Where you
it's
get
cool.
The soap from?
The local, if you in Texas, the local HEB. If you ain't, you probably say what the hell is that? Google it. You know how they go. It's not a store in your local area, but I bought it at our local grocery store. Got some. It was on sale. I think I had a little coupon or some shit. And I was just like, I was trying to see if I can get down with QC. You down with QC? I said, shoot. Record deal.
You also down with OPP?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know me.
Down with OPP, yeah. I'm down with Lil Yachty.
Oh my god. What is the top comment?
The number one comment.
Are we off of that?
Oh, it's just one more comment.
Oh, okay.
And then we finna get on to
how we got off this topic.
Oh, no, sorry.
You know how she do to us. It was a and I'm not gonna do too much dialogue on this, but the number one comment, Brittany Duplass, or it could be Duplass. She basically informed me we were having a conversation about MALIK YOBA, and she did inform me that gender is an emotion. It's not a, and let me make sure I say her words exactly. She did say, we were discussing basically, I'm gonna drop this if y'all don't know, Planned Parenthood, and you can check this out online. Planned Parenthood is actually instructing that kids or people, you know, in teen pregnancies or anybody going through their programs should inform your children going forward that, you know, gender is an emotion and everything of that nature. And we kind of went back and forth. Is it basically the same thing that we're going to talk about later? You know, is it assigned, or is it something that's just automatically determined? Basically, her comment says, not debating when children should be taught this or by whom, but the literal definition of gender is not the same as sex. Sex is biological. And she said gender is a social construct. And as we debated back and forth, she basically said, you know, gender is a social group.
Gender roles? Yes. I'll say that because it ain't okay. Only women can do this. Only men can do that. You know.
And people who feel different ways are in different social groups.
Yeah, like only women can cook and men can't cook, and you know, stuff like that. That's the gender roles. But what? This is why I stayed out of that post. I didn't see the post. I didn't try to look for the post. I said no. I'm not
after
doing
this episode. Pay that post a little visit.
I'm good. I'm not.
Since we have so much to say about that later, I'm just going to move on. But I did say, first, let's go ahead and shed some humorous light before we go. I want to know, and I'm going to start at Scorp. What pisses you off about driving?
What?
Oh, wow. Where you want me to start?
Yeah, what pisses you off about driving? What do you see on these streets? I want to know what the fuck do you see on the highway that you just...
Folks tailgating like a motherfucker.
Man.
That really pissed me off. They lucky I ain't got no gun out here.
Oh, you gonna Bust that ass.
Oh, I gotta do it. You better back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see what else. When there's sprinkle, little drizzle of rain, folks act like they scared to drive and stuff like that. Let me see what else. What else? I mean, it's just a whole lot, man. Especially living out here in Texas. I say that.
San Antonio has the worst drivers of Texas. The worst. The worst.
It's just ridiculous. What I hate the most, and we don't see this back at home, is traffic jams.
That don't have to be.
Because there's only 2 people that drive in y'all city.
Yeah, that is a traffic jam. What you talking about? 2 people on the highway. That's a traffic jam.
Mean, our traffic jam is in the morning, lunchtime, and around 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't have no school traffic.
Oh,
like we do out here and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, I be telling folks back at home, like, man, traffic jams out here started. I tell them at 2.
Yeah, it be starting early. I done seen it at 12 now.
And it don't end till almost 7 o'clock.
Man, that 12 o'clock traffic is people going to lunch. Mm-hmm. It's like, just bring lunch. Just eat nearby. Why is everybody leaving for lunch?
I've been telling folks that for the longest. Every job I done had, they never join on. Every day, everybody take off and they go all over the place and they making all this damn traffic.
And then they doing backflips trying to get back to work.
They half dead. People coming back with sweat rolling off their eyebrows trying to get back in the building. I'm like, man, bring yourself you too good for a motherfucking tuna sandwich. Bring a damn tuna sandwich.
Then you ask them where they went. And they went to McDonald's. And you like...
You might well brought it. But
all this for some McDonald's?
But you know what though? Some people ain't that smart. Cause I learned my lesson going to lunch with people. They like, hey, we're gonna go here for lunch. How about motherfucker gonna go to a restaurant where you have to sit down and order? Like, it was a Chinese restaurant. I thought it was gonna be a buffet, but we sat down and we had to order, and they had to bring out the little stuff before and appetizers and shit. I'm like, hell. Yes, I'm gonna fast forward through this story. If you wonder, yes, I was late. Yes, I got rolled up. I was invited to lunch again, and I didn't go again. I ate my tuna sandwich.
I must have 30-minute lunch.
We had an hour lunch, and I was down the street.
And y'all still late?
I was late coming back.
Ain't no fucking way.
And I learned another thing I learned here in Texas. They get drunk at lunch. I don't work there no more, so yes, I used to get drunk at lunch. We'll leave, and we'll go to a bar down the road. Then we be drinking margaritas and stuff. Then we try to run fast back in the building. Yeah. Don't do that. I'm going to advise y'all don't do that. But what pissed me off on the highway? Pissed me off in the driving world. Motherfuckers that want to get over from 29 lanes. I'm over here on the farthest right lane on the highway. I could see you over there looking like somebody passed you the football and you going back and forth, weaving through, they bobbing, weaving, they got they breaking ankles out here and everything, trying to get that touchdown. Other day, somebody pulled that shit, hit me in the left back body. The car started twerking. As soon as I got hit, bang, I start twerking. I heard back that ass up, come on. I said, after you back it up and drop. So I said, oh shit. I said, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this as a man. Then they hit the exit. I hit the next exit. I followed them for a minute and they got away.
I hate
Texas driving.
Another thing I hate. Motherfuckers don't want to let you get over when you try and get on the highway.
They be driving equal speed with you. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna go slower than you or faster. Let's not go equal speed. I hate that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I come from work, man. I got hit twice by 18 wheel.
What?
Yup, trying to get on the road from the exit on 410.
They were getting on or you was getting on?
I was getting on 410. This motherfucker didn't want to get over.
Oh, yeah.
And he had all the space in the world. And he had all the space in the world to get over, but he wanted to stay in the right lane.
Oh, hell no.
So I had to speed up before the exit merged on the highway.
Look, I'm finna start taking I done put my GPS set for no highways. And I be going on places. They be saying if you go on the highway, it take 10 minutes. If you go on the road, it take 35 minutes. I be like, that's the way for me. The 35 minutes way. And Lynneopoly, you be on the road. You work on the road. So what the fuck have you seen out here that's just pissing you off? Because we need to vent right now.
I gotta say, like the East Coast. I don't know about the West Coast, but I know New York, Connecticut, all the other stuff over there.
I've been in the NY.
The tollways.
Oh, them toll roads ridiculous over there.
They don't take credit or debit cards. You gotta have cash.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, what type of times are we in?
Yeah.
You done been through it too.
Yeah.
And especially if you're going from New Jersey to New York,
Yep.
It's $15 or something. I'm like, I'm supposed to have $15 in cash,
Yep.
Right,
just sitting
right
on
here.
me.
Yeah,
Not lying.
I'm like,
Not lying.
somebody listening right now saying you ain't lying.
Not.
Yup, they be tuned in. God dang, hell, man.
And you gotta go through at least 6 or 7 tolls.
yeah,
Going back and forth like that,
it's crazy.
that bullshit.
Just to get from Jersey to New York City, Times Square area.
I kind of toned down a little bit from how I used to be.
I used to be road rage.
Yeah, because I'm one of those people
You was
that
throwing middle fingers?
Yeah, all of that. But I was one of those people who got my license late, so I wasn't used to being on the road like that.
Yeah.
So when I first got on the road, I had the 100% road rage. Like I had a little thing of change, and it wasn't because in case something costs $1.05. Yeah, it wasn't like if something cost $1.05 and I had the nickel right there.
Yeah.
Like no. It was so I could throw it out the window when somebody does something crazy.
You did that?
Yeah, I did it a couple times, and then I was like, "Oh, this may get me in trouble." Because the person actually, the last time I did it, the person actually stopped, rolled their window down. I was like, "Oh," and I sped off, and I was like, "Yeah, that's the last."
This is not good.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
They was trying to get the smoke.
Yeah,
Trying to catch a fade on the highway. God dang.
I've never heard such thing.
Lynneopoly, don't get in a vehicle with her. She did say she been delivered from this. I hope you are. Do you feel like you delivered, or you feel like it's a chance it might?
I mean, I'm not gonna throw change out the window, but I am one of those people who kind of speed up and don't let you in. Because I'm like, man, you should have been thinking about this back there.
So you like to teach a lesson on the highway?
I be trying to teach lessons, I guess. I'm like, don't bother me. You get in behind me. But the thing, I guess this is what bothers me. I be going the speed limit.
Yeah.
And the person behind me, the exit is like, I'm going to say the exit is just right there. Mm-hmm. And the person's behind me. They'll come from behind me, jump in front of me, and then barely make the exit. I'm like, you could have waited 2 seconds. You could have waited 2 seconds.
Cause when you do that, when you do that, you can rear end them easy. Cause you don't see it coming for them to come like that and just go around you.
And they just zoop.
Oh hell no! Look,
you could have waited for that.
Lynneopoly out here trying to catch fades. I also started driving late, and let me tell you, I have had a few times when I realized that I had more anger than me that I was aware of. I thought all of that was gone. I did have a time that I will confess that, and I might have mentioned this before, that somebody cut me off. And I realized that when I get mad in traffic, I talk like Pimp C. I posted this on Facebook before. I don't talk like my regular self. So the person cut me off, and there was same way. I think we was finna get off the exit. They cut off in front of me, and they got off the exit. I got off the exit, and I said, "Ain't this some bullshit, bitch? You stupid ass bitch! Smoke some, bitch!" Then I pulled up on the car.
Sweet Jones.
Yeah, Sweet Jones. I pulled up on the car, and I was like, I'm finna catch a fade. I'm finna whoop that ass. When I pulled up, I looked over to the right. It was a woman. And I released. I calmed down. I said, you out here trying to fight women on the highway because you don't know who's driving. And then I said, you should not be trying to fight nobody on the highway because you don't know what they got. They might have nickels like Lynneopoly and throw change at me. But I brought this up for a reason because this is a segue going on. Speaking of vehicles, and y'all might have seen this conversation, what kind of vehicle do hoes drive?
I seen it.
Did you see this conversation, Lynette?
What kind of the post was? What kind of vehicles males drive? And they are hoes.
Male hoes.
Male hoes, and what kind of female thought vehicles drive?
What?
Yeah.
This was in our group?
Yeah, this was in the group.
Jeez,
It was in the group. Some people put for the male hoes.
Wait. Before y'all answer this,
I'm gonna say the people said in the group.
Okay, yeah, because I know before you answer this, just know what your mom drives. Like each of your moms, just know what they drive.
I will say I ain't gonna.
And also your girlfriends.
I'm gonna say this.
Keep that in mind.
The vehicles that I think what thoughts drive, I do know people that drive these vehicles that are not thoughts. But it don't change what most people who have this car are. So I will still say it, even if it's
it's exceptions.
Even if it's friends. Yeah, some people, everybody that drive these cars ain't hoes, but go for it.
Percentage. Okay, cool.
Some people say for the male hoes, they put Mustangs, Chargers, Challengers, Camaros. What was another one?
You know what? As a man, I hate to be the guy to not defend us. But them Chargers and Challengers,
yeah, these are valid.
There's some bad money. Horrible dudes.
Yeah, Mustangs. Yeah.
And then
shake.
Somebody shaking their car keys right now. I hear you.
I seen a couple of Buicks in there. I'm like, damn.
They try to throw you in there.
They try to throw me in there. I'm like,
did you gasp? You were like,
nah.
I'm offended.
But with the females, I did see a Nissan Altima in there. And I just bust out laughing.
That's the number one.
Oh, it was specific? It didn't just say Nissan?
The Altima.
Nissan Altima.
Oh,
somebody even said, and they hit the point too. Somebody hit a good point. They said Nissan Altima dark colors. Them Altimas, here, this is the ones for me. Altimas, dark colors, that's right. Ford Taurus. It normally be grandmas driving it, but it be hoes driving them Ford Taurus too. And it's another one, Caravans, like vans. They be driving. It be some hoes in the vans.
Soccer moms.
Yeah, it be soccer moms, and they be stealing the church van for the weekend.
What?
And they be being a hoe in them. Them vans. Watch and Mitsubishi. Girls who drive Mitsubishi be a hoe. I'm telling you now.
Well, I'm trying to clarify something
Lancers.
right here, right now. Unless she ain't told me, she might have to clarify this herself.
And I drive an Altima just so out of way.
My
but
mama
I'm here.
drive an Altima, Nissan Altima, dark color Nissan Altima.
My God.
Yahtzee. Yahtzee.
So, you might have to explain yourself on this.
Yeah, we might have to reach out to her too for a phone call. But Lynneopoly, what have you, or did he cover it in what the group saying? What male hoes, what they be driving?
I think that's valid. I think that, I don't know the years, but I think a year comes into play too. Like if it's like between like 99 and 2005,
That's a hoe.
the year of the vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, something like that between 99 and 2005.
I ain't gonna make it.
You know what?
Oh, that's you?
I'm in that category.
Oh man, look at you.
My
Man,
car-
you keep falling down.
my
I didn't
car-
even do that on purpose. I
My
didn't know.
car's a 04.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
You know what though? She not lying because see, most hoes don't got that much money to be hoeing like that. So
You gotta do it on a budget.
yeah, so they be hoeing on a budget, and they be trying to be hoeing to come up off somebody. What them people say? Pay like you weigh. They trying to get a woman to pay like she weigh, so they can get a better vehicle. So a lot of times they do fall in them years.
What do you think about somebody that always has like a rental though? That's always renting cars.
I'm gonna be nervous about her. I'm gonna be like, why? Because I'm gonna think you doing something, or you up to something,
They
or
real
like,
pimp. That's
yeah.
what they doing.
yeah, I'm gonna think you fucking with somebody that work at a rental place. Like if you always got a rental, like I didn't dump women because they cough too much. Like if you cough a lot, don't come around me
What?
because it's the same thing. I'm gonna just call it AIDS right off the bat, and we ain't gonna have to find out about nothing later on. I'm gonna just say you be sick. You never
How we
talk.
get here?
You ever talk to somebody and they just be like, I'm sick. Now I be like, okay, this ain't the common cold. I'm gonna have to go on and delete your number and block you. So I don't never find out no details. I'm gonna be like, we're gonna cut this right off. Yeah. When you renting a lot of cars, you doing something.
Cause yeah, I know y'all know people like when they go out to the club or something, they like, I'm gonna get something for the weekend, and they rent something. Like they may not have it all the time, but it's like at least wanna.
Or you ain't renting it.
Still though,
You got a sugar daddy, and you air quotes renting. You done got one of his cars for the weekend,
Or-
and you just sold his ass a little dream and told him, I'm gonna let you touch me on the booty on Monday morning after the weekend over, and he get him a little touch. He done bust a nut off that already, and then paid your phone bill.
oh, man.
We know that's what happened. So now when it gets, this is something I heard in the streets from somebody that wanted to be like VVP, the JBP, but I do want to discuss it here. This might make all the family people feel warm and stuff. Scorp, you just said you was speaking to your mama. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start a Lynneopoly. I want to switch up the tempo. How often do you call mom, or how often should you call mom?
Oh, let's go with the should, cause I'm
I
not
want to
gonna
go
say.
with both. I want to hear both.
I'm not gonna go with the do you. But I'm gonna go with you should call her. At our age, I'll say that. At our age, I would say at least once a month. At least.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
once. Do you feel it's acceptable, Scorp?
Or what do you think?
Oh, my bad. I had
Once a week, once a month. You
Once
said?
a month.
once a month. Ooh.
It's kind of harsh.
It's harsh.
Yeah, that's kind of harsh. That's probably what I'm doing. That's not what I should not be doing, but that's what
I
I.
mean, if I go me personally, I'm just gonna say me personally.
Yeah.
If I go without at least a whole month talking to my mom, she gonna either call or text
The search
me.
team gonna come after you.
Yeah, she gonna call and text me. But here lately though, after I did reach out to her at least a couple times just to keep her updated on some stuff. About me coming home and whatnot. And then after what had happened, after she had a surgery and everything, this month, I say it'd probably be the third time we reached out to each other. So
you've been on high alert this month. But how you normally be? Let's be honest. Our mamas can
like actually call, not just a text. Like actual call and talk on the phone. That you call her. Not she calls you. You call her. Like, be honest. Like, or what do you?
I'll be honest. Probably once a month. Yeah. Me calling, but texting.
Yeah.
I do that more often. Though.
Yeah.
I think we all get
sometimes. You know, she might not be able to answer the phone at the time, and I just shoot a text. So. Or if I'm at work or anything that she hit me up, I might just hit her with a text on a break or something. Or I'll wait till I get off there and call back.
What about you?
I'm just as guilty. It look like we all the same guilty. Actually, y'all, how guilty y'all is make me feel better. I'm like, it's probably once a month. I talk to my mom pretty much, I wouldn't say every day, but we text every other day. But call, I'm guilty. It might be like once out of a month. And it once upon a time was every day. Like, we was on it every single day. But as them senior days come through, them gray hairs come in, and then you don't have a desire to be on the phone. So mama, don't pick a switch, because I don't talk to nobody. Don't nobody else hear from me either like that, including Golden Nuts. Like, I just don't be on the phone like that. But it's no excuse. So I guess I am grounded. I don't answer the phone like I'm supposed to, but when I do, once a month, and Scorp can tell you I don't answer the phone.
It can be a life and death situation. He still ain't gonna answer the phone.
If somebody passed away, just send me a text. That would normally happen too.
See,
he would just send me a text. But the thing about it, I think it might have something to do with this era too. Like, because I remember as we were getting into this cell phone era, that's when I finally started getting like, I don't want to be on the phone. Like, then I've worked in call centers like that. Like, do you, even with your girlfriend, Scorp, do you want to talk to her on the phone? And you could be honest, this is a safe place.
I mean, we normally text.
Like, if you ain't around, how often do y'all talk on the phone?
Not often.
Just text?
Just be text. It'll be either Facebook texting or just regular texting. That's it.
Yeah, same here.
Hell, we see each other every day.
And don't even be on the phone like that.
Ain't be calling on the phone. All the time we call each other, we get lost. Net, we just straight text.
Yeah, call when something bad happens. Just send a text. I'm good with text all day. We don't have to talk, period, unless it's once in a day. It do need to be in the day. Like, if she out of town.
No, I mean, I'm good if I'm at home. Like, all this traveling, like, being away and being by myself, like, it's like, that's really rough. So, yeah, I call a whole lot.
Yeah,
but
there's homeless people doing sex out there in the street.
Yeah, but if I'm off and I'm at home, then it's just like,
text is better.
Yeah, the phone is just over there. Like, that's why I don't know what's going on in the group.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, seriously. And so if I'm working too, like, it's hard for me to respond back to anything anyway.
Yeah.
And so,
Now.
Yeah.
Lynneopoly, she just ushered in, and I saw an usher standing at the front door about to usher in our conversation. MALIK YOBA.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Well, she ready for this?
She been ready for it. Look, I had to.
I'm ready for this phone call. I'm like, where's this gonna go?
People is getting okay. So we got one call in about it. So this is a voicemail that we received to the VVP hotline from a gentleman named Junebug.
How you doing? This is Junebug out of Houston, Texas. I just wanted to comment on this here genitalia being able to define a person. I think that is dead wrong because I got a cat that just won't stop barking, okay? It just whoops all the time. My cat does. And also, I got a four-door, four-wheel motorcycle that I just love to drive, Hell, I ain't never been outside of Houston, Texas, but I identify as an Asiatic black man. So, shit, genitalia, that's just something you happen to have as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit.
Viewer discretion is advised. Let's say that real quick.
Oh,
And these are just our open opinions, okay?
do you think this man is real? Or do you think it's somebody we know? That's so funny.
Man said he can't be barking.
And it's 4-wheel, a motorcycle.
God.
Wow,
What the
yeah,
heck?
it's pretty wild. Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I'm gonna say this before, and I'm gonna go straight to Lynneopoly because she been itching to talk about it.
Oh no, don't go straight to me, y'all.
No, I want to start with you. We want to smoke today. First off, if you love Velvet Vibes podcast and you're afraid that you may not agree with us, go ahead and press the stop button and call this a complete episode. If you want to know what we think about MALIK YOBA and his, I'll just tell y'all, if you don't follow the things we follow, you may be out the loop. MALIK YOBA has informed the world that he is he's attracted to transgender women. He never said this clearly, but a few different blogs did say that he's into pre-op and post-op, which is of course before the operation, after operation. And he said he is heterosexual still. This is not homosexual. This is not gay. Lynneopoly, I'll let you go ahead and take the wheel. What are your thoughts on the Breakfast Club interview that MALIK YOBA participated in?
First of all, I watched it. First of all, this topic, I usually stay out of this topic. Any interview that has anything to do with this, I just stay out of it. I don't watch it because I'm like, it has nothing to do with me. But I was like, you know what? Let me get educated. Let me watch.
You're making an attempt.
I'm open to have my views changed or to gain understanding and all this other stuff. So that's why I watched it. Mm-hmm. You know, because I don't want to, not that I'm judging him, but I don't want to have a perception of him that isn't accurate. Mm-hmm. You know, so I watched the interview and, it wasn't even like his sexual preference that was the problem. It was just how he explained it. Mm-hmm. And how the people that were with him explained it. It was just like, it was wild. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the doctor assigns gender. Like, and then how they said it to, like, whatever the doctor decided to say you were that day. It's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
That's it. All that shit threw me out.
Go ahead, Scorp.
And then he talking about he was exposed to this at the age of 16.
Yeah, you caught that part?
Yeah, I caught that part. But then he was talking about he thought it was, what did he say, a sexy Puerto Rican woman sitting over there. And come to find out it wasn't a Puerto Rican woman.
He said he wanted to know more details.
Yeah, so I have a special guest.
Hey.
That's finna join the Velvet Vibes right now with us and gonna give us our thoughts.
Oh, we have a caller.
We have a special caller.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
You had your phone on mute. But what is your thoughts and opinion on the Breakfast Club interview that you had watched?
Really?
Tell us.
Really?
Inspiring people wants to know.
Really? I mean, you already know how I feel about that. Me and my friend that was watching it with me.
Well, you got to explain in details.
I just don't understand. I mean, I thought it was blasphemy. Like, it don't make no sense. He doesn't make any sense. I was confused. Trying to find the right word, but it's, I don't know. Like, it don't make no sense what he's talking about. He says that he is attracted to women, but he like women that used to be men. So it don't make no sense to me what he's saying. And I think that that's totally like I don't know. Like, I just think he crazy as hell. And then they justifying the shit that he's saying. So he okay with, riding with that. But I just think it's crazy. That's my final decision on my opinion. This shit sound crazy.
Okay, then. Thank you for your time and cooperation.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, man. I forgot to... Shout out to Amy. for calling in.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Definitely shout out for that. Super salute name.
You know, I forgot, like, I think I tried to put this interview out of my mind because I was so frustrated from seeing it. But the thing that threw me off too was he didn't even know the terms and all this other stuff. The whole time the dude was correcting him, like, it's not that. And then they asked Charlamagne, are you straight? And he like, I don't even know.
That really had me thinking. And then Charlamagne asking the question, so what are you? So he do it back, so what are you? Charlamagne paused for a minute. I guess I'm straight. You guess.
And then Yoba was like, oh, there's some confusion there.
He gonna try to eat that up.
Come on now. And what else happened?
What was Carmen, and what was the other person's name?
I didn't catch. That's the only name I remember.
Carmen. He kept mentioning Carmen, how he was on the parade with Carmen.
That's his girl. Well,
and everything, and
his partner.
with the for real.
Yeah, that's the person he's with.
Oh wow! But with the other person, I already knew real.
Yeah, what it was.
Yeah.
See, we got real silent, just like
I already knew what the person. But you know, like you said, every time he speaks, they was always correcting him, saying you're not using the right terms. I kind of felt like they were getting offended.
Oh yeah.
And then on top of that, you know, if you, because he kept saying, what he saying, a heterosexual, whatever he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like,
man.
but he kept always saying that, but I love women.
Mm-hmm.
I love women. He kept saying it.
Remember at that one part when he was like, he was like, word for word, who? He kept saying who. I'm like, oh my god. To whom?
And who?
And he was literally giving them word for
Identify as
word.
whom, and you have to do the work. He said, like, my thing is this.
Word for word. How you feed a person, a grown man?
That needs to be fed
word
words.
for word for word. What to say?
I think he was the oldest one in the room. Like, you know how to talk.
Yeah,
Come on now. Like, so my thing is this. Like,
wow.
I'm not even gonna hit y'all with the same thing that racist people say. I got a black friend or I got a gay friend. Y'all know we don't got nothing against nobody. But my thing is this. Don't try to push it off on us. Like, they saying, oh, you a cis man, you a cis woman, and you this, and the doctor assigned here's the thing. And I know people try to explain this in other ways. People try to say, you know, like somebody said in the group, gender is an emotion. It depends on. Now, an emotion may be you feel, air quotes, like you should be a man, or you want to be a man or a woman, or whichever, however that go. But you are what you are. And I know y'all may say, oh, this is primitive thinking. If you have a penis, you're a dude. If you have a vagina, you're a girl. If you say there's nothing wrong with that, and y'all probably heard this point, if you say there's nothing wrong with you know, it doesn't matter, then why are you trying to change it? If you feel like there's nothing wrong with being gay, then why do you try to justify it? Why do you say, well, this, you know, I was born like this and that? You know, there's been a lot of studies that's proven there's no gene. There's no gene for being gay. I know there's probably still studies going on, so I'm not going to say that's the end all be all. But my problem, just to revert back to the interview, is MALIK YOBA kept trying to say, I'm a straight man. You're putting this message out there, and everybody's following suit and saying, tell your kids. They said somebody had their child change at 10. We thought 13. We thought 13 was crazy with the Mario Lopez situation when they talked about it. They said they heard about somebody doing it at 10 years old,
and they were proud and happy about it.
It was this woman, I think she said that her son changed to a girl or vice versa or something like that. But yeah,
see how quick you get confused.
But at this day and age, though, man, everything is totally different. You know, from when we was growing up, you know, all we knew was gay.
Yeah, it's a lot more terms now.
As you grow older, you got a lot more terms. And with now, if you say that, in some states, it's against the law to offend them.
Oh yeah.
Back then, it wasn't. Now, they can get offended and they can, you know, take you to court and all that type of stuff.
My thing too is like another thing about the interview. They said, "Hey, this is a conversation which we need to have." We're in the conversation business here at Velvet Vibes. This is what we do: is we communicate. I'm down to have the conversation. Matter of fact, if
that's why we watched it.
Yeah,
like,
if you're in this community, hit us up. Yeah. Call the 210-580-4326. Leave a message, because we don't want to just speak our opinion. I'd rather hear the opposite side. Maybe somebody could explain it better, because that's my problem, is how it was explained. We watched a 1 hour interview and I left more confused than when I started, and I gained nothing from it.
And the thing is too, that even, people will say, well, then just don't worry about it, type of thing. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, within the interview, he said we all need to be worried about this. Yeah. We all need to care. So it's just like, you can't even say, well, I'm just not going to watch it. I'm just going to step back. Y'all do what y'all do. You can't even do that. You have to be informed. You have to know about this. Planned Parenthood, like you said, is saying teach your kids this and that. So now we have to be informed. Exactly. And so it's like, well, someone needs to explain it. It's not, we can just brush it off and say, that's y'all's choice, that's y'all's life. We can't even just say that's your life anymore, because now it's our life technically, because we're part of it. And like, you know what I mean?
I want you to elaborate too, or I just want to know how you felt about this Monopoly. There was a part that threw me off too, when Envy tried the most educated an approach at asking a question. He was like, what is the correct term? And he wasn't trying to be funny. He didn't, and I've seen him when he's trying to be funny. I felt like he was genuine. Yeah. He was just like, what's the correct term for transgender? And then I think he said something about before or something like that. And they kind of stopped him, and they were like, what's your infatuation with genitalia and all this stuff? But then
No, because he tried to say it like in a I guess proper way. Yeah. He tried to softly explain what he was trying to ask. And then the person was like, what? I don't understand what you mean. And kind of just said it a little aggressively. And then he just flat out said, what is it called when you have a penis and then after the surgery? What is that? Yeah, and he just blatantly said it. Yeah. Because he was trying to say it nicely, but then they were kind of like being like,
rough with him. She ended up saying, some people like to call, it depends on who you're talking to. Because if I'm saying, hey, I'm not trying to offend nobody, tell me the term, and you say, because most people just say transgender, then she was saying, well, some people do like the term tranny. Some people feel empowered by that term, and etc. So, and we're being told not to say that, and you're saying, well, it depends on who you're talking to. This is why we are more confused.
I would say when I saw that part, I kind of took that into our community as a black community. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's something that we do too. Mm-hmm. Like if you hang out with a white person, they're trying to say, oh, a black person did this. They'll stutter and be like an African American, a black, they don't know what to say. Yeah. And I think that we put them in that box too, that they're like, I don't want to offend nobody, but I don't know the term. And whenever they do try to say something, we say, you don't know what you're talking about. That's racist.
That's a fire ass
point. And we make them feel bad too. Just so it's kind of like we kind of need to be, just a little bit. I mean,
we need to smoke all around the board with this topic.
Understandably so. You know what I'm saying? Like slavery, racism, understandably. But it's just like if they're really trying to get educated, we should just take the opportunity.
Everybody ain't coming from an attack zone. Yeah. Some people really are asking questions. Yeah. And that's what it seemed like they attempted to do on this Breakfast Club interview. But to be honest, we couldn't get nothing out of it because they were dancing around everything. And like I said, MALIK YOBA, he goes and say this, like, if you're gay, you're gay. But don't just say, oh, if you do this, it's not.
I found it like really weird because when right after the dude, I don't know what organization he's with, but he was like, we need to have more of these conversations. You know what I'm saying? We need to be talking more about this stuff, and y'all need to ask the right questions. The straight people need to be asking us the right questions and stuff like that. We need to have an open conversation. And so right after that, Charlamagne was like, okay, so when did you realize that you were, gay or whatever? And they took offense to it. Mm-hmm. And he was trying to, they took offense. They were like, why do you want to know? Why is that important? And it was just like, he's asking a question.
Yeah.
Because he was relating it back to the kid wanting to change over. So he's like, do you think that was too young or not? And they were just kind of going around the question.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, if we can't have the conversation.
Everybody asking to have the conversation, but we can't have the conversation.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like, it's crazy that you say, come into the conversation. Then you ask a question. Then they say, get out of the conversation. And then they say, you don't care about the conversation. Yeah. And it's like, well, do I care or do I not care? I don't know what to do.
I know this off topic, but have y'all noticed in the interview how Charlamagne's face is so dark and then around his ears is so light?
Oh my God. What you be watching on the interviews? He be looking at the dolls in the background.
Did you correct the brightness and stuff on your screen?
Who?
Did you correct the coloring on your TV?
I just watched the interview and just press play.
He zoned out a little bit.
Yeah. Press play like Diddy.
Look, and this is probably why, you just kind of lose it. You find yourself looking at everything else.
When I was watching this interview, I was like, okay, I'm going to cut it off. And then I was like, you know what?
You had to go back to it, huh?
Yeah,
me personally, I couldn't watch.
I was like, because it was ridiculous. But you were like, ain't no way this is what they saying.
I couldn't watch it because every time I was sitting there watching the interview. Because I had told Amy, this is my homework. I got to watch this interview before I go to the podcast. Mm-hmm. And she said she wanted to watch it with me. I said, okay. I said, here's the thing. Keep all your comments and thoughts to yourself until the end of the interview. She couldn't hold it.
Of course
not. She couldn't hold it.
Of course not.
And we got I give a ballpark about 45 minutes into the interview. I just said, fuck it. I ain't finna watch no more. She come back in the room. Why you cut it off? I said, because I couldn't watch it because you.
You see? Look.
She kept hollering. What? That nigga gay.
Yeah.
Just come on out and see it.
Look, and that's probably an easier term.
Then she holler. I seen this on, got Gossip or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was telling me all the stuff she seen on it. And all the other stuff everybody was going at him about. I ain't even friends with him on social media. Yeah. So I'm gonna clear it up now. I don't know what he posted, but he said he had a whole lot of people backlashing him. But after
before
that.
Look, I want Lynneopoly to tailgate you, but I just want to throw this in here. Currently, and it might be more by the time you hear it, they had 7,000 likes and 23,000 dislikes.
Cause it's a
what?
On that interview on Breakfast Club, 23,000 dislikes.
It don't went up.
Yeah,
it don't went up. The last time I seen it was like 8.5.
Yeah, it's 23,000.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Like, it's just, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I don't. And the thing is, even Charlamagne, he was like, should I feel a way that I don't care? In the interview, and they attacked.
They got mad about that.
Yeah, they were like, you should care.
Then they said, "That's racist. You sound racist. Yes. If you don't care."
Did you catch when
he racist?
Did you catch when MALIK YOBA said something along the lines of he don't catch a lot of heat for being black, or he never experienced racism,
and then he gave a racism story.
Yeah, he just only gets problems from this.
Then he gave a racist story.
Like, yeah, what do you mean?
Like, it didn't make any sense.
Then this is what I call. He said too. He said now most of his friends are gay.
And
he said that this one dude, remember, we're giving away all the Breakfast Club.
Look,
but
y'all go check it out and tell me what you think.
I forgot what the dude's name was, but this one dude, he said that he was straight. And I think he's married or something. And then he said he considers himself queer because he supports the community.
Yeah.
And then they said, in order to be queer, and you might remember this, it's not just a sexuality.
It's a political stance.
It's a political stance? Like, I know of Democrat, Republican, and I know, what's that in the middle one? When it's like a... Independent.
Oh. Yeah.
Now queer is a political?
It's gonna be on the ballot.
Hola.
My thing is, like, it just was a crazy explanation. Like, it just, I don't think they even believed it. That's my thing. I don't think they even believed what they were saying. Like, you gay, you like this, you like that, you do what you do.
And you had it right. You gotta write. You ain't even gotta make an announcement because after this podcast is over, I don't have to say what I'm gonna be doing, who it's with.
Can I use Blue Magic? Like,
yeah, I don't.
It's gonna be there if it's gonna be there.
I don't have to post this online. Like, people keep saying such and such. This is beyond MALIK YOBA, just period. People keep saying such and such came out and said this. And then they say you can't say coming out no more. You gotta say inviting in.
They had through Lil Nas X in that conversation too.
Yeah.
About how he got to a certain standpoint where he wanted to get to, then he, came in
or invited in, and all this type of stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. Then MALIK YOBA, he kept announcing this big event he got coming the parade. It's coming the March
in September, and all this stuff. And he said it started out. They were saying with the parade and everything, started out is with the white people. Mm-hmm. Then the black and browns came in. Then they joined their own and all this stuff. Then that's how it got real popular around the world and all that type of stuff.
Okay, so the only thing that Carmen said was that she couldn't get into this restaurant.
Oh, Pergola.
Yeah, like I need to be able to get in.
Look.
I need to be able to eat that. That's insane. That's your issue?
That's your big problem.
Pergola.
That's how rough it is on you.
So Pergola, if you're listening, please let her have some reservations.
My gosh. Look, I'm gonna even say this. I want to show Breakfast Club how the correct way this is done, and I'm gonna do as Scorp would say, the benediction. If you are in the LGBTQ, what is it, IA plus?
Yeah, they done added some more stuff on there. I'm like, what in the hell? They done added more letters and shit.
I don't know how we're supposed to even attempt to learn this.
Who made this thing? Who said the asexual said, hey, I want to be in the LGBTQ? Who said they want to be over there?
Is this a prank now?
I don't even know. Who said that these people wanted to be over there? How do you get initiated into LGBTQ? That's what I'm saying. Like, who said? What is the I for?
Plus, don't forget the plus.
And what's the plus? Everybody?
I think everybody. We all in it apparently. Everybody in it. Plus everybody.
Plus everybody else.
Yeah, if you have sex, you in it. No, if you don't have sex too, because asexual's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who said they want to be in it? So now that you're not having sex. Now you are LGBTQ society.
These are not jokes. These are people that are uninformed that tried. We tried with Breakfast Club. It didn't get us nowhere. If you feel, because I'm still willing to have the conversation. If
you want to be a guest on the show,
you could tell we can have this conversation better than they did, and I could leave and learn something. Because I'm gonna tell you, you know what? 210-580-4326. Leave a message, and if that ain't it, hit us at 100%velvet@gmail.com. We not making fun. We just saying we tried and we left and we got more light bulbs over our head and we scratching our head saying somebody tell me something because I don't get it.
Can I also say this real quick? First of all, if also your response to this whole conversation is why do we care? Why are we worried about it? Or anything like that. Tell us that. Tell us don't care. And I promise you, I'll just back away.
Yeah.
And I promise I'll...
Put that vehicle in reverse.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
I don't want to be confused. I just want to drink 500, watch 90 Day Fiance, and have a good night.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I'm not trying to get caught up in the politics of all this.
Well, you know what? She is right. She is right because...
No 90 Day?
I'm completely done with 90 Day Fiance.
Scorp is offended by that show.
I'm completely done.
Wait, before we go on to 90 Day Fiance, let me also say this. I wish somebody would have warned me about Rocco's Modern Life. Like, oh, you haven't seen it?
The new one?
Yes.
I heard.
You heard what happens?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
You know it's about transgender?
You told, yes.
Oh, I was kidding.
Told me.
I think that's wild. Like, I know you should read the synopsis before you let your kids watch stuff, but I've seen Rocco's Modern Life as a kid, and I assumed, I guess I shouldn't have assumed.
Yeah.
but I thought I was safely assuming it was going to be something simple and not something that I would have to explain.
Yeah.
You know, let me have the choice or the full information to know that I would have to explain something to her.
Your point there is the biggest point we could say.
Too much to ask?
Because if you're listening to this and the first thing you said is I'm offended, you're not listening. You have to listen. You have to listen. I don't know how many times I got to say this, because only thing we're asking is give us a choice. We didn't say get out of here. We didn't say you can't make it. If we know, then we're not going to tell our kids this, or we'll have these conversations when we feel.
I'm prepared to have this conversation.
Yeah.
When it pops up on the screen.
Just on the TV, you're like, oh, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what. Oh, that's, so 90 Day Fiance.
That show is trash.
What's your problem with this?
They're desperate. The folks is desperate.
Man,
you got folks that been on there twice.
Yeah.
Have you seen the lady give that dude the Donald Trump's underwear?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
I'm offended because he using.
I'm offended.
You
because his name?
Yeah. I'm offended. I'm offended.
Everybody offended.
Because of the name.
Yeah, this is an offensive episode.
Because this show don't make no sense. Be trying to get me to watch it. I was like, I can't do it.
What's your problem? You don't like what's
They too desperate on that to me, man. They too desperate.
They trying to find love.
In 90 days and plus get married.
You can do a lot of things in 90 days.
If you was a single man, would you just go ahead and
I want to be on that show.
Go to Australia?
No.
I had a plan.
Are you gonna?
I had a plan. Okay, so you know how on 90 Day Fiance they always talk about this. People come to America and they start working and stuff, and they send money back to their family. I was thinking, what if each black person in America married somebody from Africa? Africa, like, you know, a black African, not, you know. And they brought them to this country, and they could send money back to Africa, and we could rebuild Africa. You
heard it live at Velvet Vibes Podcast.
I'm saying, is that not a solution?
That's actually an awesome solution.
And everybody knows. The African knows, hey, this is what you're here for. I know that's what you're here for. And we all work it out.
The thing about it, there's so many other races and ethnicities that do this. And it's just, or they have it done. Like you said, with American, we married. It ain't nothing else to it. It ain't nothing special. It ain't love. It's just like we trying to build. Yeah, they trying to build theirs. I don't see why not. I don't see the problem with that. I don't see no error in it. So first we need Scorp to get his right. Get gonna marry. Scorp, we trying to rebuild.
Each one teach one. Each one marry one. That's how
we gonna do it too.
How about we just sign some people up for the 90 Day Fiance? I don't want to do that. I got a couple people in mind myself. We can put on the show.
Well, we already got Golden Nuts trying to get a French woman.
Also, I got inspired by watching 90 Day Fiance.
What did you learn from this?
I was like, maybe we doing it all wrong. Like, maybe we need to be catfishing and having money getting sent to us.
You scaring me. You starting to scare me. There was an episode, Scambo.
I done had this, and I was thinking about this.
She on her scam.
He down for the scam. Watch. Look, come on, Scorp. Go ahead.
This happened to me back, I want to say 2 years when I was out of high school. Back when, what was it, Pen Pal was popping. Back then, yeah. So I had this one of my old emails.
You was screaming?
No, somebody had hit me up. A random person had hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Saying that they needed some money because they were stranded in another country. I want to say in South Africa. I might be wrong, but it was so long ago. And
you try to save them?
No, hell no. The fuck?
See, this why we can't get nowhere.
Somebody try to get me.
Shoot, I'm about to marry somebody today.
You ain't do it?
No, I ain't do it. I ain't send that money. I stopped texting. I stopped.
A woman wrote me from Sweden and had told me to come over there, and she wrote me on LimeWire.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, they start having where you can have a profile on there and add people as friends and write messages and stuff.
What?
I instantly said, nah, it's a scam.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. Shit. Somebody I ain't gonna talk about it. Matter of fact, I ain't incriminate myself. This episode had come to a
I
conclusion.
be getting no scam text messages on Instagram.
Oh yeah, all that's all. Look,
Yeah.
IG is a creepy place, to say the least. Every time you open that motherfucker, they say somebody added you to the webcam freak group, and then you got to delete it and get out of it, or what you got to put block all these people. Then they say you got added in a new freak group.
Somebody want to talk to you in a message. No, fuck that.
Then you go in there, then they say it's the webcam club and stuff. I'm like, no. How y'all keep putting me in this shit? I need to change my settings.
IG on some shit, man.
Yeah, cause I be opening it, be like, you a member of the freak club. I'm like, no, I ain't. That's why I closed my damn Twitter. Y'all used to could follow us at Twitter. You can't no more.
I'm still on there though.
You can still find Lynneopoly on there. I had to deactivate my account. I saw things I did not want to see.
Oh, and get on mine, so.
I deactivate. You don't want to know what I saw.
Don't be offensive.
1-800%velvet at gmail.com. If you have some feedback, if you need to cuss us out, if you need to cuss out our caller, Junebug or Amy, shout out to both of them for reaching out. Shout out to everybody that's driving those vehicles that we discussed, because don't let the stigma be true.
I ain't got no whole video.
So it may just be a rumor. I will say that my Nissan Altima is a little bit lighter, but we all have a pass. Now,
wow. But it's a 99 to 2005.
So you just fucked up.
100%velvet at gmail.com. Give us a call at 210-580-4326. Don't hesitate to join the Patreon if you want to keep supporting the movement. And with that being said, shooting it right to Lynneopoly. How can I get a hold of you?
Lynneopoly at everything. That's LYNNEOPOLY. And that's at gmail.com, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter.
And Scorp. How can I get a hold of you?
Also Spotify.
Just like that.
I'm good. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, man. You can reach, you know what I'm saying, closing it out, the closing remarks with the artist formerly known as ScorpionKing. You know, Scorp Hunter was in the building. It was a good old fire episode.
I'm super
So we still confused. I ain't gonna lie. Them light bulbs still twiddling
Over our head.
over our head. As Jug would say, like you said, man, don't be afraid, you know what I'm saying, to call the number, hit us up on any emails. You know, you hit me up at ScorpionKing3305@gmail.com. Like I said, you can cuss us out, got any questions, or you even want to be on the show to help us understand, you know, the proper things to say and what not to say. Because the Breakfast Club just fucked us all over. I'm just going to go and be real with you. You know what I'm saying? We need more depth and details in this conversation. So, with that being said, we're just going to close it out like this, because you know what I'm saying? We all trying to make our mama proud, and you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So,
Oh my, no, Master
mama!
Just like that.
It's rough out here though. Was that the end of the podcast? Did you just end the podcast?
Yeah.
It's up to you. You done got the button. How you asking us?
I just wanted to end it with, we love everybody.
Go for it.
Yeah,
That's it. It's rough. Life is rough. The world is rough. We love everybody. That's it.
We had this thing.
Christmas.